Hello everybody, I'm Wroughtstream and I'm here with another episode of Dance of Fire and Ice. And today we're just going to be getting into some more customs, so let's just get right into it. Hoping for, I don't know, I guess something closer to the near end of 100? And I got 55, which is like barely there, so I guess I'm fine with that. Oh man, I think this one is a little weird, honestly, but because actually, yeah, because it's just like a big difficulty spike out of nowhere. Here we go. And trust me, this level is like very 4x in difficulty for a little while, but then it gets a little hectic. Dun, dun. It is a nice song, though. Very relaxing. I love how that's a part of the song. Alright. That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Oh, damn it. Okay, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? Alright. God, it just feels so weird to play that because, like, the song is, like, never fast like that ever, except for that one section, so, like, relatively, I'm not prepared for it. Oh, shoot, I forgot to turn on detailed results. Whatever, it's fine. At least I didn't, at least I didn't have it on for, like, an actual, like, new chart that I was playing. I don't mind it too much because even then, it's like a speed trial, so it's not like I'm really missing out on that many stats here, right? Name that I cannot pronounce, composed by Polly Shaw and charted by Name that I cannot pronounce. And this one was picked of my own volition. It looked really interesting from, like, what I just saw of it, and also the song seems pretty nice too. Don't think I've heard this composer before though. And the visual style is, I will say it's like pretty Pharaoh-like, which, you know, might bring some concerns with readability, but we'll see how it goes. that was a little... Ooh. This song is pretty fun to play, though. It's giving me a lot of variety that I did not expect while coming into this, alright? Like, ooh. It's like the weird rhythms like that, you know? Nice. That was a really cool chart. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. The chart name was actually translated near the end. Huh. Running Through the Sky. Okay. Level by a name that I cannot pronounce. Special thanks to Okay, no wonder why. I remember I said that earlier, and then, hey, Willie, would you look at who's being thanked here? You know, I think, like, the funniest, like, thanks message that I've had is, because there's a user in Adobe called Thanks. So at the end of like some charts, like some people like thanks, right? So they just say special thanks to thanks, and it's so funny. There's like some charts that are like that. I know like one off the top of my head, and it's so funny to look at if you don't know too much about the Adobe community. But yeah, really cool chart though. I really like the visuals. Charting's pretty good too. The World Map Prologue, composed by Ali and charted by TOC. Now this is like a whole like series of charts that I'm about to be playing real soon. There's only like 2 charts of it so far though, but I might as well play the prologue level before I actually get into level 1. And yeah, I guess we'll just sit back and relax. I mean, this one seemed pretty interesting. I don't think I read too much, because there is like a story here, but bro, I'm about to just be playing games, you know, and I don't know if I'm really much of a story kind of guy, you know? This is the tale of a kingdom of 4 corners. There lies the Fens of the East, a drowsy marshland inhabited by wild fauna. The machines of the West, a bustling network filled with technological marvel. The Temple of the North, an ancient observatory that houses the wealthy. And the Avenue of the South, a flowering field lived in by the pence makers. The kingdom is united by a task to create and trade goods to places far and wide. Resources are gathered in the Fens, then processed by the machines, sold or traded from the temple. The process carefully guided from the avenue. Without this system, you would surely fall into ruins. But the kingdom of every pence will stand the test of time. Perseverance and has kept... I couldn't read. The rest of the plaque is too corroded to read. The passage was written just a few moons before the kingdom was wiped from the map entirely. How could a kingdom so successful disappear so mysteriously? Perhaps there's more to this than meets the eye. Oh. Alright then. Oh, here's like the actual level. Okay, fair enough. I was like, wait, is that okay? Because I saw like gameplay and I was like, wait, really? Like, there's no way that's just all story, you know? But okay, now we can get into the real kind of meat of this. Yeah, that slow section was a little crowded, not gonna lie. Damn it, it's too white here. Oh my. Your accuracy is purely perfect, so the prophecy is true. You are the one who are capable of altering the stars. Because of your accuracy, the coin of fate you wielded had landed on heads. This coin is capable of rewriting destiny as long as it is faced up. With this, you can rewrite every prince's past. You are our only hope to save the kingdom. Heads ending. There are two sides to every coin. Prologue completed. Okay, well. Interesting that I did not know there was an... Actually, yeah, I remember some people were talking about a chart with like an accuracy system, but I didn't realize it was actually that chart. But then again, I don't really like investigate charts that like everyone's playing at the time just because I want to not spoil myself that much. So, yeah. But that was pretty cool. I like that. Unfortunately, I did have a little bit of an extra challenge when like the sunset, or not the sunset, but like the sky in the background was turned all white because, you know, then my planet, it was a little bit more harder to see, but it's whatever. That was a pretty simple, nice little chart to really begin this journey off of. Alright, so I saw that this one has like a couple of tutorials, so I'll let all this stuff go by and then I'll you know, introduce what the level is really called. But let's see what we got here. Another cutscene level, so I guess I'll be reading this out. Tales. The Fens. There once was a time when the inhabitants of the Fens were hostile and violent, filled with powerful anger. They weren't gathering any resources. The kingdom's economy was in danger. The pencemakers were called into the east to calm them. The inhabitants were eventually soothed. All they needed was to let go of their anger. Nice. So there you go. Now there's a couple of tutorials to get through, so let's see how we get through it all. Trek is find TF-1. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're gonna like hide it from me. Okay, so I have to. Do I just have to memorize that pattern? Fair enough. TF-2. Track is lost. Oh. Oh dear. Seems the track ahead is covered by thick fog. This means you have to learn the other tile symbols yourself. Okay. It's a little foreboding, isn't it? Oh, wow, yeah, I'm just going. So, here is the next chart. It is the Fends of Fog, composed by Ollie and charted by TOC. So, let's get started. This one seems like this one might be, tricky, just because this seems to be like a gimmick where you kind of have to memorize these tiles. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So that's what red looks like. Oh, shoot. I think I'm... There you go. I must have like misunderstood the gimmick there. There you go. I think I got used to it now. I don't... See, I didn't expect it to be like that. But it's whatever. Tales. The Fens. The end of it all. The inhabitants of the Fens had seen what happened to the machines. They were outraged. The only way to stop their protests was to make them forget what they had seen. Pencemakers casted a pale fog over the Fens. The inhabitants couldn't remember a single thing. Not even their identities. Yeah, I was ending episode 1 going like there are two sides to every coin. See, I think I messed up a lot on that just because, I think I must have misunderstood the gimmick because I thought like it was always gonna be like that shape. So like whenever I tapped on that yellow tile, like I thought it was gonna like immediately put me into the square. But after a while, like you saw me getting used to it slowly over time. I guess like I think now I can probably do a lot more better on it. Although getting a perfect on it, I feel like I might just screw that up since I'm probably gonna get like a bunch of 2 earlys just because of you know. Just be like misremembering stuff, you know. Zenith, composed by Cerezo and charted by Yoshi Kirby 26. Let's get started, I guess. Okay. Guess you just skip a beat. It's like a defense tile or something? I'm not sure if the offset's a little off here or if that's just me, but whatever. Ooh, okay. That was a little bit risque. Yeah, this gimmick's not too difficult to take care of. It's only like a little bit weird when I have like a freeze tile like immediately next to like a loop. That's it's a little like, you know? I think that, is I don't know. I have no idea how long that U-turn tile was, but whatever. Accidental double press or whatever. Alright. Nice. I think after a while you kind of just get into the groove of it, since I think that was just repeating over and over, so you know. You gotta start going to like autopilot once the song like repeats itself enough times, you know? Nice. Man, I'm surprised. Wait, I didn't get like any L perfects or late. I thought I got like a late on something just because I thought that I like hesitated on like one of like those like freeze tile U-turns, you know? But I'm surprisingly I didn't, so hey, I'll take it. I definitely got that too early for like a really dumb reason, but that's whatever though. Dalic, Morlick extended version, composed by Takahorite and charted by Power Factor. So let's just get started. Yeah, this one is another pick by me personally, so I'm sure that I'm gonna have a fun time with this one, because I think this one, like, just from like what I heard from it and seeing what we're looking at here, I think we're gonna have a bit of a swingy experience, especially on strict. So you know, we're gonna have a fun time with this one. Ooh. Oh shoot! Okay. Oh shoot! You know what? Yeah, dude. Okay, we're gonna get a bit of a swing experience. We got the 36%, but man. Oh my God! Holy sh! This keeps on like jump scaring me with like those freaking double BPMs. Okay. Oh my. Oh my God, why the double BPM? Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my, what the hell is this? Oh my God, this is okay. Wow, this is a lot more of a bigger I thought this is like just, you know, sudden difficulty spikes occasionally, but nah, I just gotta get used to how to read this double BPM stuff, okay. Oh my god, holy crap. Oh, I can't believe I just managed to just freaking die on like the freaking like beginning half of the song so much and then managed to pass through it. I will say, here's the reason why I probably had an easier time passing at the end. It's because the song's like main rhythm repeated once again, and then like, you know, I started like getting used to like reading a little bit of that double BPM swing, which is what allowed me to really get through that. Although I will say, god damn, is this really hard to sight read, because the double BPM and the camera going on 180 turns, man, like god damn. I can't believe I managed to get through that last section though, because that was all in like double BPM and like on strict 2, so I don't know what to say about that, you know. Elevators that always go up. IIHAC-1. Anyway, you don't have to, don't worry about this one, alright? Oh, cool. They have like a unique tile for it. That's nice. But yeah, also don't worry. I have like the workshop from like Strode, so you don't have to worry about, you know, people like re-uploaded. Because trust me, people do actually re-upload charts, and it's a little bit scummy, you know. Like they actually just re-upload like feature charts, and it's really funny. I think like if you get caught doing it, then like you get like banned, or I don't know, you get like some kind of consequence where like you're restricted from uploading anything to the workshop for a short amount of time. Not sure how long that restriction lasts though. IIHAC-2 elevators after a turn. Nice. IIHAC-3 E. I'm gonna be interested if any of you recognize this song. IIHAC-4 7-hit combo after elevator. Nice. Okay. That's probably going to be like the hardest pattern right there. There you go. If I Had a Chicken, composed by Kevin MacLeod and charted by Strode. Let's just get started, I guess. Pretty sure you've seen this song like all over the place on YouTube, probably. But it's kind of like most Kevin MacLeod songs anyway. Man, this is so much more relaxing than that other freaking song, oh my god. It does feel weird to like hear this full song though, because like people only use like at most like 15 seconds of it, you know? Oh boy, that was a lot of stairs at the end. Oh my god. Look at that though. Alright. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought I got like a early or late there, but I actually didn't. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool, solid chart. I think it's pretty nice though. I think it's like another like pretty good introductory chart for like double BPM, especially with the elevators and stuff, since elevators are kind of a key part in some of the crown levels. So might want to try that out before getting into the actual crown worlds. All right, let's get right into it. Name that I cannot pronounce, composed by Polly Shaw. It's an advanced chart, really. It has a lot of very unique rhythms and a lot of stuff that can maybe throw you off just because of how varied those rhythms are. It's not that fast, so you have a lot of time to react to them, and there are a couple of checkpoints throughout the chart. So I believe that this is a pretty reasonable chart to really clear through. I think it might be a little bit more difficult than a normal advanced chart just because of those weird rhythms. Because it's not that fast, I wouldn't really consider it a hard. The world map, composed by Ollie. That's a normal in my eyes because it is pretty slow in the beginning, but then it gets a little bit more faster once you start really getting to the real meat of things. However, it does get a little tricky once you start getting into like the actual BPM of the song, and then these shapes kind of appear out of nowhere, and they might be a little bit hard to really discern what the shape of it is. But if you have like a bit of shape recognition, you might be able to recognize it. But I wouldn't be surprised if you get like a too early there, just because might be a little bit hard to react in time. The Fends of Fog, composed by Ollie. I think this is just an advanced chart. I think it would be probably in the hard tier if it was like a little bit faster, but because it's not that fast, I think advanced really works for it because the gimmick is a little bit tricky. I only started realizing how it works once I started getting a little bit time into it, and then after a while you start getting used to it. But it's a really weird rhythm, and you don't really visualize it, and I didn't know that the rhythms were going to be represented by mid-spins. I thought how it was going to work initially was that they were just represented all by tiles, but instead they're those tiles that whenever it's represented by that tile, they are invisible. But nope, it's just a bunch of mid-spins that happen to be invisible. So you have to really recognize that, and it's a little bit hard to visualize those types of rhythms with mid-spins rather than it just being the actual pattern itself. But besides that, you should be fine because it is really slow, so you just have a lot of leniency to really get through this. Although I will admit, it probably is a bit tough. So yeah. Zenith, composed by Sterezo. I think this is just another advanced chart, if you ask me. Maybe a little bit tougher, just because the gimmick can be a bit tricky in some sections of the song, but besides that, nothing really too crazy has really happened in this one. I think there's like a couple of triangles and mid-spins and squares and stuff like that, but there's really nothing too complex here, and I think as long as you just pay attention, you should be fine. Although maybe the camera might screw you up. The camera is a bit more unorthodox than what I typically see, which might throw you off because it's not like very smooth. It will kind of like shake in a jagged way, So you might have to watch out for that. The Lick, more Lick extended version, composed by Takahiro Tei. I think that this is a insane chart. It would have been much more difficult if it was longer, but because it's like 1 minute long, like seriously, it's just 1 minute long, I think insane really fits for it. I think if the song was like a little bit longer and maybe the chart was a little bit faster, it'd probably work as like an expert, honestly. But because it's not that terribly fast, and after a while you start getting used to it, it's just weird because it's very hard to really sight read because it constantly switches between half and double BPM constantly, and you kind of have to get used to it because it will just go into like brand new rhythms while you're switching mid patterns, so it's very tricky. And also because in double BPM the timing windows are a lot more stricter than they normally would, especially because I think this chart is like 400 BPM plus on some sections, so yeah, you gotta watch out for some of that stuff. But once you get used to the swing, you should be able to swing yourself out of that, right? If I Had a Chicken, composed by Kevin MacLeod, I think this is just a hard chart, really. Not too difficult in terms of rhythms or anything like that. It's like 256 BPM, I think. So it's not that fast. I think it's a pretty good introductory to, some double BPM patterns that you see, and also U-turn tiles, which are elevators, which are very common in the crown world. So I think it's very neat to know. And that's really all that I have to offer on all these charts. Hopefully you enjoyed them as much as I have, and hopefully I'll see you another day.